Hey friends, hope you're well. It's pretty hard to believe that this is my last video as an Admit Me fellow. A year ago, I was really in many ways inundated by the noise that's out there from forums, from consultants telling you you'll never get into your top school if you don't hire them. And then I found the Admit Me Fellows program. I found Wendy, the founder of the Fellows program. I found Eric and Kofi, who founded Admit Me. But moreover, I found Amanda, my coach, who's changed my life. The whole Admit Me Fellows program has changed my life. You can go and buy a subscription to some of these test prep things. I did it, and that only gets you so far. And having Eric, Wendy, Amanda, Kofi believe in me and really help me get to the finish line. My learning team as well. It has made this process not only one which is less daunting, but one which has really just been so rewarding, just incredibly rewarding. So I'm really proud, I'm excited, and I'm happy to finally reveal where I'm going to school. So unless some of you can lip read from that reaction video, I'm going to be going to Stanford's Graduate School of Business. And I'm really proud to be following in the footsteps of my coach, Amanda, who is probably the most incredible person I've met in my life. So Amanda, if you're watching this, I love you. I can never thank you enough for what you've done for me. And I'm really, really, really proud of what we've accomplished. And I'm really proud to be a future alum of the GSB alongside you. To those of you who are considering applying to the Fellows program or the Access program, just do it. Come as you are. And let's make your dreams come true. Take care.
Hey everyone, I cannot believe this is my last video submission because I did not think I would even make it this far in the program, let alone being accepted into an MBA program. But going to kick it off with a question. What is the best advice you have to give to future applicants? I think this is so important. Comparison is truly the thief of joy. You will find oftentimes that collaborating with other candidates, offering guidance and help will always benefit you. And you've gotten this far being exactly who you are, and that is what will continue to pave success for you. And then also, oftentimes you'll find yourself in a position in which you have to make some tough decisions. And I wanted to share this quote with you all by Deepak Chopra, and it states, "If you obsess over whether you are making the right decision, you're basically assuming that the universe will reward you for one thing and punish you for another. The universe has no fixed agenda. Once you make any decision, it works around that decision. There is no right or wrong, only a series of possibilities." This was a mantra that I revisited quite often, and I think it rings so true to this process in which sometimes there's not a black and white answer. It's merely doing what you think is best and trusting in the universe that it'll support you in the path ahead. I am answering the question, how was your MBA application journey overall? I would say it was incredibly rewarding. It was also one of the hardest challenges that I have undertaken in recent years. And it reminds me that anything of any value must take hard work in order to attain it or achieve it. And now reflecting on the application journey, I feel as if my story is a testament to those who may have struggled early on with the test. And I'm here to tell you that it's completely normal and I'm still going to school. So I hope that I can show individuals that certain aspects of the process that may seem insurmountable at first are achievable by finding the correct resources and practicing that dedication and also faith in your own abilities. I owe a great amount of gratitude to the Admit Me family, and that includes the founders, my program manager, the consultants, my broader cohort, as well as my smaller team. You all have been incredible champions, supporters, sources of inspiration. And if you take anything away from this video, please do not hesitate to apply. It was the best decision I made during this application process. Sherpa Prep was also a phenomenal resource by taking their classes. I don't know what magic they work over there, but my test scores significantly improved. It is an incredibly engaging and supportive program, and I owe a lot of things to them as well.
Hey y'all, it's Tyler checking in. As you all can see, I am wearing a special shirt today as I have decided to attend the Darden School of Business at the University of Virginia as a consortium fellow. I am super excited. I remember getting the phone call from my recruiter and him just informing me about my opportunity to go to Darden. I remember immediately calling my mom and her breaking out into tears out of excitement because she had been praying for me to have an opportunity like this. And so though she's sad for me to leave Indiana to go to Virginia, she is relieved knowing that I'll be able to do so debt-free. I also received an additional scholarship that'll help to support my living expenses while there. So that's exciting as well. My wife and I have recently found housing, and we're in the process of looking for a job for her. I've received a ton of support from the Darden community, so much so that the executive director of admissions has reached out and actually called me and actually agreed to support my wife as she prepares to transition and find new employment. And so I am thrilled to join the Darden family. For those of you who have not yet applied to business school, and for those of you who have, you recognize that this process is daunting and is not easy by any means. And so I am so grateful for the support that I received from the Admit Me Access team, Admit Me Fellows. My coach was absolutely phenomenal in really helping me to share my story and be authentically myself, which was really empowering throughout this process. My team was absolutely amazing. We support one another, we encourage one another, we celebrate one another, and that made all the difference throughout this process when it can feel so lonely and so isolating, going through the business school application process. And so I am very proud of the network that I've built, and I'm excited to continue extending it and continue to be a resource to my peers as we move on to the next phase of our lives.
Hey everyone, so I started my MBA application journey, I think last January. Started studying for the GMAT and then completed that in the summer. Switched over to essays and GMAT prep and resume review and interview prep, and then applied to 11 schools throughout round 1 in September and October. I was fortunate enough to get into, I think, 8 of the 11 schools I applied to and waitlisted at 2 more. So right now I have gotten a full ride to one of the top 10s, one of my first choices, and then I'm waitlisted at another top 10 that I'll wait to hear back from in May. But yeah, so it's been a long journey. It's about to be May, and I'm 90% sure where I'm going to school at this point. But just want to have all the information before I make my decision. And so yeah, Admit Me Fellows has been like a great help throughout this journey, just from the community perspective and building those relationships with people, like-minded individuals who are all on the same journey as you. I would recommend it to anyone who needs help on this journey or just looking for a community of people to apply, because it was a great source of knowledge and a good community to be a part of.
overall, my MBA application journey has been, and I've said this before, an emotional roller coaster. I think I felt every single emotion this last year, but I don't know that I would change it. I am so grateful for everyone who has showed up for me this year and just reaffirmed me for, you know, my skills and my abilities and what I have to offer. It has been such a growing period. I have learned so much about myself, and I have been able to think about the work that I've done in different ways and think about transferable skills and the strengths that I have that maybe I overlooked in the past. I'm overall just super grateful, and would say that like my journey has been one that has just reaffirmed that an MBA is what I want, and that I'm making the right decisions, and that I'm taking the right steps in the right direction. So I also wanted to let you all know that I will be joining Team Fuqua in the fall. So I'm super excited to be joining Team Fuqua. My fiance and I will be moving to Durham in July. And if you have any questions about Fuqua or why I chose Fuqua, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to give you any details and any advice or support through the application process. Bye everyone.